Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more BattleTech. Okay, so we are now at Mandalus, which is all very good. We have a couple of contracts to fulfill. However, first of all, because we have been traveling for a few days, I forgot about our training centers. So we actually have enough XP now for Hawk to get the next buff. We're going to go ahead and give him the initiative bonus, the Master Tactician, which I think is going to be very nice. This also means that, what is that? Remove 1 bar of stability damage when reserving. Could be particularly nice. But either way, we're going to go ahead and confirm that. That will be very helpful. And then on the next one, we may be able to get that cold shot mastery as well. But either way, we have contracts to do. So let's go ahead and dive on in. I think for our first one, I've had a bit of a look, and I believe we're going to go for Fly Swatter. So the reason why we're going for this is because it is an assassination mission, and that could give us some very nice salvage, and if that is the case, I want to be able to make sure that we've got our best pilots in for this. So, yes, this is against the planetary government, no big issues there. This will help us out with the Capellans a little bit. It's not here nor there. Now, as for salvage and money and all of that... Well, let's have a quick look. Is there any comment on extra reinforcements? They're in a cicada, which we know is a terrible choice of mech, but that's fine. Extremely heavy supporting lance. Well, you know what then, if it's extremely heavy, I think we're going to go for all salvage. I was originally contemplating going for a little bit of money and seeing about the rest, but given that it is extremely heavy, I'm going to go ahead and see if we can snipe ourselves as much mech tonnage as possible. So let's go ahead and accept. That should be fine. For our vehicles, pardon my yawn, I think what we're going to do is we're going to have to be smart about this. I think what we're going to do is we're going to bring our catapult as some fire support, and we'll also bring our other Marauder as well as our Orion. If we're up against some big heavy things, we want the best chances possible. Who else has Tactics 9? Yeah, big man does. So you know what, we're actually going to go ahead and throw him into the Marauder just so we get that cold shot mastery bonus for both of our Marauders, just in case the opportunity arises. We'll go ahead and keep Hawk in our Orion. Maybe we could clear up some lighter mechs first. Yeah. Oh, pardon me, I really... either way, yes, I think that should be perfectly fine. I think that's as good as we could really ask. We've got the catapult just in case we do need to put some heavy fire on anyone in particular. Yeah, that should be fine. We have our breaching shot and all sorts of things. Yeah, I think we should be in as good condition as we could ask. Alright, so hopefully we can pick up some good mechage today. So, for our Operation Fly Swatter, our objective is to destroy the target and escape. Commander, this mission should be simple. A local government noble is participating in a patrol as a show of support for the troops. She's insisted on using her ancestral family mech, which is a Cicada 2A. This should make eliminating her quite easy. Recognizing the danger, her handlers have sent along an extremely heavy supporting lance. If you're quick and aggressive, you should be able to destroy her little Cicada before her escorts can react. Okay, well, a hit-and-run operation should be straightforward enough, Commander. Just remember that if you get bogged down in fighting the escorts, escape is always an option. Yeah, well, we're going to hopefully have her bodyguards engaging away from her, and then we can chase her down. Alright, if you ask me, boss, anyone who sends a VIP out in a Cicada is asking to be shot. Basically, they're fast. Okay, alright, so heavy escort might be wiser to hit the target and then run for the LZ. Good luck. Okay. So yes, I think the plan is we see if we can Oh, there's ambushes as well. So we've got supporting forces. Hang on. Yeah, supporting forces, ambushes. Oh, and the noble right in the middle. Okay, that is actually a little bit concerning for me. Where is she going to try and escape? Oh man, there's a lot of cover around. That is not ideal. Let's Well, the good news is if we can get the high position on her, we can probably destroy her easily. Oh, hang on a second. Yeah, maybe if they're trying to escape, they might try and escape up here, because you could land a weapon up there. They might also try further in this direction. I'm not really sure, but I think we need to get eyes on fairly swiftly. So let's go. Yeah, let's go this way. Avoid some of this. We'll engage. We'll see if we can find the target and
Location.
I don't know. We'll see what we have. All right. So what do we have? We're 65, a 50, and a 35. All right. Let's bring our other marauder up as well.
Roger.
Oh, I forgot Hawk doesn't have that sprinting. Oh, that's a big failure on my point. All right.
I'm rolling.
They'll just have to do. And as for the catapult, let's just keep that in cover. That's not going to make a huge difference whether we have line of sight or not.
Keep your eyes peeled, Commander. This looks like an ideal place for an ambush.
Alright, so ambush it is. It looks like they've got a singular light mech. Alright, and you know what? We're going to reserve position.
Copy that, Commander.
And if they want to pop up over that crest, that is entirely their prerogative. Except we're going to destroy whatever pops over the top with a lot of fire very quickly. Alright, so looks like they have a thunderbolt. Alright. Interesting choice. Not a bad mech at all. Couple of medium lasers, a large laser, as well as some LRMs to boot. We are in the tropical biome, so 10% bonus for our heat sinks. We do not have enough resolve right now, but that's okay. I think what we'll do here is let's move our Orion forwards first. That way we can fire a full salvo there and make the most out of his skills. Is that 60, 65s, and 55? It's much of a muchness. Alright then, well if that's the case, let's just move over here so we're not interfering with any of our other mechs wanting to move. Yeah, I think that'll do. Alright, we can fire a full salvo, only a small amount of heat, nothing too crazy. Let's see how this goes. Alright, so that evasion is helpful for them. They did get hit by that snub PPC. So what's that? Left torso's feeling a bit weak. Right arm's a little bit softened, but again, not by much. Okay, we really want to hit their left torso if possible.
Aye, aye.
What have we got back over here? Oh, actually, we have Rannick in the wrong marauder.
Yes, Commander.
Oh, that's my bad. Okay, whoops. Alright, I should have caught that beforehand, but it is what it is. Let's see. Let's just double check. Your guts is pretty good, and yeah, so that is for the recoil penalty.
Receiving you.
Okay, so big man should be fine. We'll go ahead and... well, I guess we'll swing Rannick over here then. We might maybe take out the side of that thunderbolt and see what we're dealing with.
Ready for order.
Yeah, open up some better shots, I think. Yeah, so let's go ahead and move into cover. There's our target on the screen, 40 tonner there. We've got some pretty good shots. There's an enforcer back there. Yeah, an AC-10 large laser and small. Not a huge concern, but again, still need to be careful. I think we just try and take out this thunderbolt quickly so we can get to our main objective first.
Attacking from position.
Alright. And then... yeah, we're not going to get any other kills, and I want a quick kill or two so we can start boosting our resolve. I think we'll go... oh, do we even come on in for the AC-20 hit? The Enforcer? That could be quite delightful. We do have breaching shot. Actually, maybe we go for a multi-target. We send the AC-20 downrange against the Enforcer and we fire everything else at the Thunderbolt. That is actually not the worst idea. And then we'd have the catapult to either deal with one or the other. Yeah,
Orders?
you know what? I'm actually tempted to see how this goes. So let's see, 35 and a 20, that's not going to be too heavy hitting. Maybe a Panther there with a PPC. That is always a potential thing. So let's just move up here.
Confirmed.
We'll go ahead and we'll go multi-target. We will send most against the Thunderbolt and send that AC-20 and see if we can break through all of that damage reduction.
Copy that.
Alright, come on. Please hit the Enforcer. Oh, and we missed. Ah, well.
Negative damage. Repeat. Negative damage.
Yeah, it was a bit of a dice roll, but it would have been lovely had that have hit. That would have been very, very nice. Alright, so let's move on up. We do see that there's a Locust down there, but again, we're going to ignore that for now. Let's just focus in on the Thunderbolt. Yeah, and you know what? I think we'll go... yeah, I think we'll stay in the back lines back over here. Alright, let's just continue to see if we can mitigate some incoming damage for next turn. Alright, well I guess the crits will have to do.
Critical damage detected.
Alright, well those light little mechs are gonna get to... Oh! Well, we have cover, that's at least something. Very much focusing on that right side there. I guess that's to be expected for such far off enemies. Alright then. Well, we've lost all of our evasion, which isn't any surprise now. Yep, and there was a Panther sitting back there. Okay, sensors are impaired. That's a little bit annoying, but I suppose we can make do with what we've got. Looks like they're going to be making our way towards us. Still no sign as to where those other lights were back here. And just seeing how light that this spot is here makes me think that they might potentially have... yeah, that's where the exfil may be for that guy if they decide to run away. Alright, but either way, we've got things we need to do. Let's go ahead and... I could take a good shot here with our snub, with our Orion, maybe take care of him. What have we got? Could definitely take out, what's this? Just the left arm, all of the lasers, oh, the 3 medium lasers and an LRM-10. Okay, so that would mean it'd have a large laser and melee. Yeah, lots of melee. Okay, we do have 36 resolve, so I guess we could go for a headshot.
Yup.
But of course, Rannick's in the wrong mech, so that's my fault there. We do have 5 weapons across the board. Maybe we just try and quickly clear... We try and quickly clear him from the field before too much else gets going. Yeah, I think that's going to be the best call here. And we do have to move the full way in just so we're not...
Copy that.
Going to be firing less weapons than necessary. Alright, let's see if we can salvage this thing.
Giving them everything I've got.
Yep, and of course, not one headshot's not quite enough.
Nice. Got past his armor.
Alright, well that slows down his initiative at the very least, so there's still a chance to take care of him. He's only got... oh, very minimal damage left.
Confirmed.
Alright, part of me thinks that we should just use the Orion here and just clear him from the field. Because what do we need? We only need... what's that? We've got 5 lots of 25 damage. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that'd have to still hit predominantly to the right-hand side. Yeah, I think... maybe we send... oh, you know what we'll do? We'll fire off, if we move here... yep, okay, you know what? I have a plan. We go ahead and we move up over here.
You got it.
We're going to send the LRMs as well as the... yeah, we send everything except maybe 1 medium laser, and we'll take a pot shot at, say, the... oh, I don't know, maybe the Panther? Yeah, I think that's how we're going to do this. Yeah. Oh wait, no, that's outside of range. No? No, never mind. We are all good. Okay, good. So that should be the Thunderbolt dead. Oh, head destroyed. Well, isn't that just appreciated? Alright, well. That's one way to
Stand still, moron.
that's one way to get what we want. Alright, one more turn than I would have preferred, but it is fine nonetheless. Alright, we'll take a little bit of damage there. That is to be expected. Let's bring on in... Oop. Alright, that cicada's starting to use its large lasers, it seems, to get some long distance shooting at us. But again, as long as they're coming towards us, we can annihilate them fairly swiftly. We can swing our Marauder over here. That looks rather delightful. We could also put... Maybe we just send the AC-20 and the small lasers against the Enforcer and we put the rest against the Panther. I think that's possibly our best course of action here. Yeah, either that or... Is it likely that we can kill this thing in one? What's more annoying? The AC-10 and the large laser, that's what, 105 damage total? Or a PPC that's 50, but it impairs our senses. Oh, and it's also harder to hit because of the spore cloud. Okay, well... You know what, maybe we just go for the Enforcer for now? Yeah, we'll just try and clear the field. I think that's what we're going to do. Everything else just isn't that ideal right now. Let's just double check. Have we got any refire penalties yet on our to hit with the AC-20? Let's see. No, not yet. Okay, I think this will do.
Firing a full salvo.
Alright, so solid hit, but again, that Enforcer's still up and kicking. What did we hit? What on earth did we hit? We do, what, 120 damage? I guess the leg got tagged? Oh, maybe we can knock him over. That's not the worst plan for us. Let's keep you further back. I think we send... do we try and knock him over? Maybe do we just try and be a nuisance to the Locust and put some damage on target? Yeah, look, I think we'll just stay... I think we'll stay back here for now. And then... I suppose there's a good chance we could take that thing out. Yeah, the AC-10 and its ammo... The leg is a possibility. Oh, you know what? It's almost knocked over. Maybe we do just go ahead and see if we can tip it. Okay, it's unsteady. Not quite enough to make it fall over, but it will have to suffice. Alright. Some minimal damage against our catapult. I'm guessing it's maybe a Locust 1M. Few more, maybe a javelin, something like that.
Damage minimal.
Alright, as for the Locust, looks like he's trying to keep the VIP protected.
Reporting. Minimal damage.
Alright, and then... Oh, he's so close to falling over. I would very much like to knock him down. I think this might actually just be worth firing the PPC over here. That could be... what are you? You're the 20-ton mech. We can't quite see the 40-ton yet. I think what we do here is we just stand still. Yeah, normally evasion's a decent plan, but I think what we'll do is we'll send maybe a singular medium laser to the Panther. The rest over here. And if we can knock it over, that would be ideal. And if we get the kill, we can then get rid of his evasion. Yeah.
Here we go.
Alright, so there goes his torso and the knockdown. So that should be 2 injuries. Oh, we got a headshot on the Panther with the medium. Very good. Alright. A nice roll of the dice, but again, not quite enough for it to really count too much. Either that or we could just, you know, take out the torso and a leg again.
What do you need?
As for Rannoch, though, you, my friend, you have a good capacity for salvage, and I think we're going to make the most out of that. Let's go for that 31% shot at the head. And there we go, lethal damage.
Target eliminated.
Alright, so what comes next? Alright, some solid fire against our Orion, but again, still lots of indirect fire, so I'm not expecting too much. Here comes the cicada, which is our target, so if we can just...
Reporting. Internal damage.
If we wanted to, we could possibly focus on them and just go for the kill.
What's up, boss?
We do have enough resolve if necessary. Oh, wait a second. AC-20 does 100 damage. For some reason, in my mind, it had 120. Oh well, you know what? Maybe that doesn't matter. It's not going to make a difference. Let's see. Do we leave him there for now? Do we deal with the Panther? Look, you know what? Those odds are pretty decent. We've already got one headshot, so... yeah, we wouldn't need too much, and it would be one less for them to use to spot, and I think that's acceptable. Yeah. We're going to go ahead and do that. Let's go for that precision strike with Big Man. We're going to go ahead and go for that headshot. 35% is looking fairly decent. And a second head wound, but not the kill. Okay. Well then, if that's the case, let's go ahead and... guess we'll move on up. And then maybe we just fire some LRMs just so we could take out, say, the right torso or the left torso. And get the kill, get the knockout that way. So close and yet so far. Alright, well, let's see what the locust... I wonder. Okay, that might have moved in a different turn order. I'm not really 100% sure. Here comes the little tiny locust. If we need, we can always go for a quick kill there to boost up our resolve, which is always tempting.
Aye, aye.
Let's see. So what have we got? PPCs, small lasers, all sorts of things. Melee would be absolutely horrendous for this poor little fellow, but again, we're going to not do that just
Receiving
yet. As for Hawk, how's it doing? We need 2 points of damage to that left torso. And another 50 on the right torso. So... I don't know, maybe we just fire the snub PPC here. And then we put the... split the 2 on the rest. Yeah, you know what? I think that seems like a good enough plan. So... we'll go multi-target. B and C. Let's see, 45, 10, and 60. Alright, that seems good. And then 35? Yeah, it's much of a muchness. Actually, you know what? Yeah, you know, we'll just make sure that that Panther goes down. I'm sure the snub PPC is enough on its own, but we'll just,
Engaging multiple targets.
we'll just be careful. Alright, pilot incapacitated. That's what we're after. That'll do it.
Target damaged. Concentrate your fire and bring it down.
Oh, and it looks like we got a head hit there. Very nice. Alright, glad we threw those LRMs there.
Good to go.
As for you, my friend, what do we have? We've got some pretty good shots here. Could almost take that thing out. I think what we'll do here, though, is... yeah, our leg is a bit beaten up, which is not ideal. Let's move. We want our right leg protected, so we'll show our left side, and I think we just focus Actually, yeah, it's not going to change too much, and we're not going to have the resolve. Oh, you know what? Maybe we do just go for the kill on the Locust. Yeah, that could actually be the best thing for us. This thing is going to go down pretty jolly quick. And then, yeah, we want to go all the way over here, so we're showing our left side predominantly. Alright, that'll do. Let's see what we can get done here.
Acknowledged.
Alright, so there's its leg gone. Torso destroyed.
Critical hit, Commander.
That's 2 injuries. I'm sure we can get something to take it out. I'm thinking probably one of our LRM-20s should be sufficient. Alright.
Damn it, I've got an armor breach.
Alright, gonna have to be slightly careful of that. Left side. Come on, we do have damage reduction. Let's just double check. How's that doing? Yeah, okay. Well, you know what? The good news is at least it's this Marauder that's going to be in the shop for a little bit. We should be fine in the long run. This other Marauder, let's go. Oh, actually, we could take a very nice shot there, and I think we will probably do that. But first, let us bring our... Actually, let's see. How are you doing? Yeah, it's still got too much for it. Alright, let's move 65, 90. Yeah, that'll be sufficient. Actually, no, maybe we move further back. Further back? 80. No, it should really be 90. We don't need to have... Yeah, there we go. 90 and 65. That should be sufficient. That said, though, the cover's working out pretty decently. Yeah, you know what? I actually think we might stay where we are. Let's go with a multi-target. We'll send one LRM-20 at the Locust. That should be more than enough to get the kill. The other one can focus on our main objective.
Multiple targets.
Breaching shot did not end up getting us the kill. I am quite surprised at that, actually. How did that thing live? 14 points of... Oh, wow. Alright, well, it is what it is. Alright, so if we're to move up over here, we've got 60s and 70s. We could just cool down and just maybe fire off our small lasers instead, and I think that that's probably the way that we do this. We'll move up over here. Yeah, we can still fire everything if we desire.
Move order received.
And then... Alright, obviously that's a little bit much. We're going to turn off the AC-20. Turn off the medium lasers. Yeah, that pretty much cools us right back down to 0. You know what? We can probably throw in an extra medium laser just for good measure. Again, if only one of these hits, that's enough, but that does buy us enough room for a bit. Oh, and what do we go for? Let's go for the headshot, I suppose.
Roger that.
Oh, look at that. CT destroyed.
One less target.
Our target is making a break for it.
Okay, so they're going to start making a run for it, but that's fine. We have a pretty easy targeting
Barely
on
hit,
him. Alright, very much aiming for us. I'm glad you're in cover, though.
Internal structure damage.
Let's just double check and see how that's doing. Yeah, it's doing
Ready
alright.
for orders.
Alright, it's only this one here. You do move next. We've got 50 resolve. Oh, and where are they trying to exfil to? Okay, all the way up over here. You know what? That's actually not the end of the world. There's a 20-ton mech, a 50, and another 30-ton over here. Yeah, I think we should be fine. Part of me goes, if we go here, we just go for the headshots. But again, they have cover. We do have a full salvo. We can at least swivel around so our right leg is... Oh no, that's still going to be shown. Oh, And we're just out of... Oh, hang on a jiffy. Well, isn't that a nice little predicament for them? We've got some good cover, some great obfuscation there. Yeah, you know what? I think we go ahead and we take this. If we can get the kill now, we'll take it. Again, it doesn't matter if this guy lives or dies. We'll go for the precision shot for the headshot just because it could make our life a bit quicker and easier. But even if not, we can just destroy this thing fairly quick and we don't have to worry about it running away. Alright, so there goes an arm. I guess maybe we should have gone center torso or something like that.
Skipper.
Let's see. Big man here in the Orion. Let's roll on up. 70s and 80s is good. Still 70s and 80s, but you know what? We'll try and... Oh, actually, we're going to have to drop off a medium laser or something along those lines. Yeah, we're going to get a little too toasty, but you know what? It is what it is.
10-4.
Yep. We're going to have to go ahead and drop off one of those medium lasers. We should make up for it with the LRMs. Some extra stability damage. Yeah, I think this will work. Oh, and what's that? 21 and 47? Yeah, this guy's in a tough spot. Alright, left torso, right torso.
Reporting. Critical hit.
Hang on a second. I'm gonna have to double check whether that thing still has the left and right torso, because I'm fairly certain we got a headshot earlier. Yeah, we managed to hit them with one of our LRMs, and so they must have a little bit of skill there. They must have at least 4 points of health. Huh.
What's up, boss?
Alright then, well, you know what? We can easily sort that out. Let's bring our Marauder up here for the kill. I think that should be... Actually, maybe we try and... Yeah, let's move up further. We'll get as close to our quarry as possible, as well as its reinforcements, and we will just make sure that this thing does not survive. And that way... Oh, you know, that really feels like a lot of overkill. You know, we're probably going to be out of range on the next turn anyway, so we're good. Alright, target destroyed. Maya, are you ready with the pickup? I'm on station. Head for this LZ and I'll get you out of there. Alright, well, you know what? That worked out pretty good. Now we just have a couple of ambushes if we want some bonus salvage, and honestly... 20, 50, 30, and 50. I think it's worth pursuing. Alright, so what have we got? Let's go ahead and sprint. We'll move. We can actually get eyes on, but I don't think that's going to help us much. I suppose that'll do. At least we can see what that 30-tonner is. Might give them someone else to focus on. We've got some evasion there. Yeah, that could actually be a good distraction from the rest of our lance as we move on up.
Damage minimal.
Alright, more LRMs. Okay, who is next? So, I guess that's all of them.
Standing by.
Alright, so... I don't think we're going to get close enough to do anything on this turn.
What are your orders, Skipper?
I guess technically we could fire off our LRMs and cool down a little bit, but again, that still feels fairly sad. You know what? I think we just go ahead and we reserve. Oh, they got a crab. Oh, right.
Damage is light.
Alright, and what's that back there? Shadowhawk? No, Trebuchet. Alright, yep. Alright, so we know what the heavy stuff is. Crab, I guess that's actually going to do fairly well. This, yeah, over here, they've got a few heat sinks, I'm pretty sure. And, yeah, some decent laser weaponry, so not terrible for the jungle. But I don't think it's going to quite be enough to save them. Let's bring... Got some pretty low numbers there, but I'm sure we could boost that. Go ahead and fire off here.
Ready to rock.
You know what? Maybe we bring the Orion forwards and we sensor lock the crab first. Yeah, that'd do it. That'd also allow us to cool on down, move on into cover. Yeah, I think that's actually the way we do things.
That, Commander.
Alright, so sensor locking the crab. There we go, make that much more
Orders.
targetable. 48 resolve, so again, not quite the right amount, but it should be fairly good. We've got, you know what, more weapons on target is probably the ideal. Can we get close enough for those small lasers? Ever so close, but it looks like that's a no-go. Yeah. Alright, well, I guess we'll move up and take this precision shot. Either that or we go with the catapult first. Yeah, okay, you know what? Yeah, let's go with the catapult first. We'll go ahead and, honestly, I'm not really concerned about whatever we're going to get targeted with. We'll go multi-target, one for the crab and one for the locust, just to see if we can slow that thing down.
Engaging multiple targets.
You never know, we could easily take out the leg of the locust. Alright, well, I guess it survives. And yeah, we almost took out an arm and torso. Not too much at all left.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, now we can move on forwards. Let's bring
Good to go.
that up. Very good percentages. Let's go with that precision strike.
Firing on target.
What did we get? We got one pilot
Reporting critical
injury.
hit.
Okay.
I'm here.
Well then, I guess if that's the case, we can just, we can chill back here with our PPCs and stay nice and safe, I think. Yeah. That's what I reckon. Oh man, 1 point for the... so close and yet so far.
Attacking from position.
Alright, well, at least that thing's gonna have a terrible aim on the next turn. Alright, minimal damage. It looks like it was a javelin, as I suspected.
Minimal damage on that hit.
That then does leave the question, what is this? 2 LRM-15s? Huh. I don't feel like we really saw that thing firing too much.
Ready
Oh
for
well,
orders.
I'm not sure what it was really doing, but it's fine. We'll go ahead and... Could just put some shots on that javelin. I suppose that wouldn't be the worst idea. The crab's pretty close to... moves a little bit later. Let's see, the javelin... We're not going to get that kill anywhere we go. You know what? Let's just target the... Actually, we have enough resolve. Maybe we do save... Hang on a second. Who have we got here? Hawk, you've got the Orion. Yeah, you know what? Let's move on up, and I think we focus on you. Let's see if we can get a kill on the javelin and see if we can boost up our resolve enough to a point where multiple people can take shots at that crab. I think that is what I would like. Although, why is our percentage so poor? That is a good question. Are we within a minimum range? Are we too far away? What's going on there? I don't remember getting sensor locked. Alright, you know what? Maybe it's just a, it's a bad shot, but you know what? We'll take what we can get, hey? Yeah, let's just move on up.
I'm there.
Alright, so... Oh, we could go for that scatter just for that potential headshot. But no, I think we'll focus over here. Alright, structure exposed, but again, not that much for us. Alright, here comes the trebuchet, and again, minimal damage.
You need me to hold still for you? Standing by.
What do we go for? 290s. Yeah, look, I suppose either that or we do try and... Oh, let's see, we're 36. Yeah, it's the only one that hasn't had a turn, but it's going to get to move before us no matter what we do. So I guess it's worth taking the pot shot at. Yeah, let's go precision strike and see if we can roll the dice.
Confirm.
Oh, good targeting there.
Enemy down.
Alright, well then, let's
Receiving
go
you.
ahead and move... Let's see, I think we'll try and salvage as much of that trebuchet as possible, so we'll fire everything we have against this javelin. We could get eyes on the other. 65. No, that's not going to change. Yeah, that'll do. Point blank.
Roger.
Well, it's unsteady, that's definitely for sure. And then I think we can just go ahead and clean things up here with... Oh, still not the best odds there. Maybe we can move around. Let's see, 65. We can get line of sight over there. That brings us to 60. Huh. Looks like indirect penalties through using a spotter is actually better for us. That I was not expecting. Alright, maybe we fire a shot at the locust? Oh man, that thing is so close to death. Let's think. So we've got 80 potential damage if we hit the javelin. It does have cover, so that'll take away another 20%, so that's... that doesn't leave us with a ton of damage. You know what? I was thinking of splitting them, but I don't think it's worth it. Let's just go for the kill.
Engaging target.
And I'm glad we fired both.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Alright, so tiny little locust is not going to do much of much. Can always go for a melee here and cool back down if we
Light
desire.
damage. Holding firm.
Let's
Orders.
see. We do have the resolve if we want to go for a headshot. We can get that medium laser on target. You know, I don't think it's going to get any better and or worse. Marauder though, we've got a lot better chances of just getting this straight up kill. That's a little bit disappointing. Let's go. You know what? I think we'll go ahead and we'll reserve and we'll see.
I copy.
We'll see what we can manage here. Alright,
Try
so
aiming next time. See what you get.
alright, let's bring
Standing by.
big man. We can move up over here. Those are phenomenal odds. Probably not his personal opinion, but for our turn of events, I think it should be. We'll go ahead and we'll swing around here. Yeah, we'll go precision strike. We're not going to overheat. We'll drop off the... Do we drop off the AC-20? Maybe we drop off a... Actually, no. Maybe it's worth just dropping off these two. Yeah, technically it's not quite as good, but if that AC-20 hits, that's going to be far better damage, and we still got the most amount of weapons otherwise equipped. Yeah, I think... Oh, actually, what we could do... We can even... Yeah, there we go. We'll play around with the small lasers so we get maximum damage. We dropped off the lowest damage dealing. I think that seems like a good enough plan.
Affirmative.
Alright, well, he's hurt, but he's not quite dead. But that is a-okay. We'll get to that on the next one. The Marauder, I think we go ahead and we will take... hang on a second.
Skipper.
Orc, do we just go ahead and use you to destroy? Oh, again, those odds are really bad. The catapult's not going to do too much. 50% isn't amazing.
Confirmed.
Yeah, alright, you know what? We'll go ahead and we'll bring... We'll bring you across here. We'll take a shot here with the 50s. We'll see if we can kill the locust and avoid any future trouble. Otherwise, I think what we'll do is we might use Runnock to take a couple of shots here and take him down.
Roger that.
Alright, well, we got a leg. At least there goes his evasion. And then I guess
Ready to rock.
maybe we just bully the poor thing. 3, 8, 1. Ooh. Yeah, alright. Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and use our jump jets. We'll swing around, and then I think we just fire. Oh, 55. That's actually not that great. Can we do better? Melee is a 95 at least. Yeah, you know, we'll go ahead and we'll melee.
Acknowledge.
Well, at least get the kill that way. We just had to hit, that's all we needed. Again, it's not like this. It's not like this singular trebuchet is going to do that much trouble in a singular turn. Alright, so resolve is at 42. Here's our Orion. I think what we'll do is we'll soften it up.
Affirmative, Commander.
Alright, we'll make that very unsteady.
Aye, aye.
As for Runnock, we'll quickly pause for a second. I'm pretty sure the PPCs don't do any stability damage. Although, maybe we should have double-checked that just to be on the safe side.
Yes, Commander.
Do these things do stability damage? Oh, they do 20 stability damage each. Okay, maybe we should have gone for that precision shot.
Yes,
How's he doing? He's almost lost a leg.
Good to go.
Alright, you know what? Let's just go ahead and we'll shimmy on up. We'll take our precision shot here. If not, we'll knock him over with the trebuchet. And,
Target confirmed.
yeah. Then we'll take another precision shot with... Yeah, oh man, that's my foolishness. Could have definitely knocked him over if we had a desired.
Ready for order.
Alright, let's just go ahead and do what we do. Turn around. Yeah, I shouldn't have been quite so quick to dismiss things, but oh well.
Engaging target. Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
More injury, more knockdown, and then, oh,
Scratch another
incapacitated. Okay, well, you know what, that'll do. Well done, we've managed to wipe the Op 4 out. Can do extract right now. Alright, so I guess all's well that ends well, really. Or at least, for us anyway. Well, that should give us a decent amount of salvage. We can definitely sell off a few things. I definitely think it was the right call over the money. An extra 10% here and there doesn't really boost us up too much. We do have a little bit of damage to one of our marauders, but again, it's not the one that we typically use for head capping. Some solid XP for Hawk as well. That is going to be very nice. So let's start with... What do we want to start with? 50 tons? Well, I suppose we take part of a Thunderbolt. That's the no-brainer. I don't think that there's any modified weapons that we desire. No, lots of heat sinks and jump jets though. Actually, hang on a second. Heat sinks. Oh, maybe it was just as I was scrolling up, I thought I saw a different icon. Let's go ahead and we'll take... I guess we'll take a full trebuchet? Yeah, take one of those, and then with the other two, we could go ahead and complete an enforcer. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. So that's 2 mechs that are completed, 1 partially started, and then we still got most of a crab. Oh, we've finished a crab. Got that enforcer, the trebuchet, and then a whole bunch of weapons. Oh, there was a modified large laser. Huh. And then just a whole heap of miscellaneous stuff. Okay, you know what? Not bad. Glad we definitely tried to salvage as much of the mechs as possible. That'll definitely That'll definitely help us in the long run, because again, now we have those extra mechs, we can sell them off, and we will be making far more money than if we just asked for money. But either way, I think that's a pretty good spot for us. We'll, yeah, probably end up having a bit of a quick look, see if we can sell anything immediately, upgrade our troops, all that stuff.
That mech, yeah. That mech you
Alright,
wanted,
so
back online.
off we go. The trebuchet, I don't think we need you. Same with the enforcer and the crab. Let's just double check the store for selling things off. Yeah, we now have 2 crabs. We will sell one of those off. I think we'll keep one for the future. As for the enforcer, I reckon we can get rid of that. We've already fooled around with them before. And then the trebuchet, we're not really looking for that right now. We'll sell that thing off. Alright, so good amount of money. So as for our MechWarriors, let's go ahead and see how everyone's doing.
Reporting. Waiting for order. Ready to rock.
Hawk, okay. Well, you've got... Yeah, we're going to have to wait a little bit longer for you, but I think we'll definitely get that tactics up and running.
Receiving you.
Rannoch, you seem fine. Yeah, I don't think that there's really
Ready
that
for
much we
orders.
can do for now.
Standing by.
Okay, well, I guess that's just going to have to be good enough. We will go ahead and make sure that we get our Marauder into repairs, just for the off chance that I forget to set this up, just in case we, for some reason, skip a day. That'll at least get worked on in the meantime. But I think that that's where we're going to call things for, yeah, for this evening. So I believe we have one more mission here with the Capellans. Everything else is against pirates, and then I think we have some for the planetary government, which should be, is it one more? It's the one up there. Okay, so we have 2 more missions to do here on planet, and then we should be all good and can move on to a black market. So if you do want to see more, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning into the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.